Hello my friends and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. On this channel we utilize the cash envelope system, and today we're going to be doing our cash unstuffing, which is a pretty hefty one, as well as budgeting for our upcoming paycheck. So if you're interested in all things money or savings related, then please stick around. Well, hello there friends and welcome back to another cash unstuffing and budget with me. Today we have quite a bit to unstuff, but that's because I paid my health insurance premium. So that's a big whopping nearly $500 bill, and we're going to be pulling that out of our health envelope. So let's go ahead and get started. I did use some cash this week and I did use some of my card this week. So we're going to have a combination of, we're going to have, like, I spent some of the cash. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I spent some cash, but I also spent some on my card. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just getting my unstuffing sheet pulled up over here. How are you guys doing this fine Wednesday? I'm recording on Tuesday. So tomorrow, actually, when this video goes out, is the day that our dog is having her surgery. So we are hoping that everything goes well. I, of course, will update you guys once we get through that and she's back home with us. I'm going to get my cash tray. I have a ton of filming to do today, and so I have lots of things to share with you guys, things for the shop, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. Okay, so in my wallet, I have $10 from dining out that we're going to pull, and then my fun money, which this was all spent. The plants are getting me right now, you guys. I'm loving all the plants. My yard is looking so nice. Okay, next is going to be from my high priority binder. So we're pulling quite a bit from in here. So from my pups emergency fund, we are pulling $200, which I don't even know. Yes, I do have 200. 200. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do these 50s and the 100. There we go. All right. Then I am going to pull the 490 from health, which is for the premium for May. More dollars. So let's make sure this is the 490. 1, 2, 253, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90. 490. So that's just a bill. Normally I don't cash stuff for bills, but this is such a big one that I really needed to split it up into stuffing it like every week pretty much. So what's left in there should be 100. Yeah. And we're going to add more to it in my next cash stuffing. And that's it for my high priority binder. Next, we're going to pull from my short-term binder, and we're going to start with the pups envelope. And this was for the monthly meds for Luna. And it was actually 160, and there's only 120 in here. So that's why I had to pull some extra from their emergency fund, as well as some other things related to her procedure. So there should be 120 here, 50, 70, 90, 110, and 120. Okay. So that's empty, but we'll be adding to it. And that's it for this binder. And then we are pulling from my low priority binder. So we're going to be pulling from coffee. So we use this for coffee or tea products. We make all of our drinks at home, and we make matcha pretty often, and we were out. So we did restock on that. We get it from a local tea shop. Probably lasts us 6 months or more for the amount that we buy. And we're going to take 30 out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So there's $5 left. I finally found the Starbucks lavender oat milk creamer at Target. I've been looking for it for months because when I make a matcha at home, I always add lavender syrup, and I do like the cold foam on top and everything. So I wanted to try the actual Starbucks lavender creamer because I always get the Starbucks lavender matcha during the spring and summer when it's available. Well, I shouldn't say always. That's like a treat to myself, but I really love it. So I wanted to get that creamer, and it's been pretty good. I do need to like tweak it slightly, I think, and then I can get it like just how I want it. All right, and then entertainment, we are pulling 50. We had some weekend fun with our friends. We have 20, 30, 40, and 50. So that is all that we're going to be unstuffing. So let's go ahead and give that a quick count. All right, so we have 100, 200, 300, 50, 152, 250, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 910, and that is the amount that I have over here on my worksheet that I'm referencing. So that is correct. Everything adds up, and that brings us to the close of the unstuffing portion of this video. All right, my friends, well, welcome back. We are going to transition into the budget with me portion of this video. I also want to let you know that I did hear some of the comments about this being kind of hard to read. So I had my husband rework this budget tracker, and we removed some of the note section from the bottom so that these lines could be a little bit wider, and hopefully we can all see it moving forward. I just realized, because he just sent this to me, that I haven't filled in the envelope names. So give me 1 second and I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm back and I have this filled in. I am going to zoom in on my iPad when I start writing, but hopefully you guys can see this a little bit better. And I did change the colors for the different binders, and I made the writing thicker. It was a little bit thin before, and I think that was adding to the issue of being able to see it. So starting with my wallet. Also, let's just take a moment for the nails. These are so cute. Some of my Impress nails, of course. Are these even, can you see them? Okay. I can't see the screen of the camera while I'm recording because it's too tall. But anyway, there they are. Okay. So, groceries, I'm not putting anything. I already got groceries, and I actually had a gift card that my brother gave me, which was super nice. And so I'm not putting anything. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys how much we're budgeting. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this was for the pay date of April 25th. This is the last severance payment we're going to be getting from my husband's job. So going forward, it will only be unemployment and whatever money that I make. So my husband is getting unemployment, and then whatever I bring in. So this total amount we had to work with after bills was $2,120. And right off the bat, I already transferred $1,500 to my emergency fund. And that brings it to $10,000. So that was my goal for to hit by the time we quit receiving his severance. I wanted to have that $10,000 cushion. So I saved and saved and saved and saved as much as I could. I already, as you guys know, had $1,000 in there. So basically I saved $9,000 since the end of February, which is wild. But I haven't been putting anything extra towards debt. And so that's kind of where I'd been putting a lot of money since then. And also we were spending quite a bit of money still. We have not been spending. So $10,000 goal achieved for my emergency fund, which is great. I'm going to continue to stuff it, but it won't be in any of these large amounts anymore. It's going to be in $20 or $30 increments moving forward. Okay, getting to my wallet. So like I said, we are not putting anything in groceries because we don't need any. Dining out, I'm just going to do 20, My fund money is going to get the normal 10, the buffer is going to get the normal 10, and my husband's fund money will get the normal 10. So we have 20, 30, 40, and 50. And I'm going to change, let's see, what color? We're going to do 50. And let's see. Oh, let me get my calculator I want to use, not my phone. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Once again, I can't tell. Okay. So we started with 2120. We're going to take 50 away. That means we have 2070, which I know that we don't actually have 2070 because I already put 1500 in the emergency fund. But let's see. Okay. So in my dog's emergency fund, let's look at the binder. I did pull some money in here, you guys just saw, so we're going to put some back in. It has 800, and that will give it 850. So this time I'm going to try not to forget to add my balance on each one. Whoops, wrong color. I also need to turn this because I cannot write straight. Okay, so we're going to put 50 in here, which will bring the balance to 850. Okay. All right, health. Health, I pulled the May premium, so we have $100 in there. We're going to put another 100 today, which will give it 200. And then car repairs has 180. We'll put 20, and that will put it at 200, which is another milestone, so that's good. And then Michigan has 220. This is not like such a huge deal to me right now, so I'm just going to put 10, so that'll give it 230. I still have money I need to take back to the bank from last week. Life has been crazy around here, you guys. Super, super busy. All right, so let's put this one away. We'll grab my short-term binder and we'll look at that. Let's add this up really quickly though. So we've got 1,500 for the emergency fund, 50 for the dog's emergency fund, 100 for my health envelope, 20 for car repairs, and 10 for Michigan brings us to 1,680. So we're going to do 2,070 minus 1,680, and we have 390 left. So we're going to write that in blue. That's how much we have left going forward. I know these probably are confusing for you guys. It just helps me to like know what I'm doing. One thing I do want to account for that I was thinking about earlier was I want to complete one of my yearly savings challenges. So I think we're in June or July right now. I got to find my binder. My little cart over here to the side is a mess. Okay, so let's look at this really quick because I want to finish it and I think I need 95. Let me see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20. Yes, I've finished these bottom three, which means I need a 50 and a 45, so 95. Okay, I am going to write that in right now because I want to make that a priority. So that will be down here. 95. Okay. Let's see. All right, so Pups is empty. And I want to put a good amount in there. Let's do 70 or 60. Let's do 60. And then, let's see. Household has 10. We'll add another 10 to that. Costco has 20. Let's do 50 in there. hopefully this is zoomed in enough. Let's see. Oh, let me make sure I'm filling in my balances. So that only had 60 to start. This will have 20 and that'll have 70. Okay, Beauty has 50. Let's do 20 in there. So that'll have 70. I only am putting that much in there because my husband and I both have haircuts in the next like 2 weeks. So I'm going to need to put kind of a good chunk in there next week as well. Toiletries will get its usual $5. It has 35. That'll put it at 40. Okay. So let's see. We've got 60 plus 10 plus 50 plus 20 plus 5. That's 145. I need to distinguish, like, I'm just going to circle those. Okay. All right. So we had, 390 minus 145 is 245. Now, going forward, I'm going to put a little arrow. I'm still figuring this out, you guys. Okay, so 245, which is great. I know we already accounted for 95 of that in the savings challenge, but I usually only put $30 or $40 in my low priority binder. So we're going to have a good amount to put into those savings challenges, which is awesome. That's what we want to see. So let's grab that. As you guys saw, we just spent from coffee. We're going to just start replenishing that again with 5s. That's what works for us. Keep doing this. Okay. 5, and then that will bring this envelope up to 10. Entertainment we did spend from this. We hadn't spent from it in a long time. And I don't think we have anything going on. I know at least for the next like week or two, we need to be, one of us has to be home with Luna, our pup, pretty much at all times. So that's kind of nice because we're not going to be going out doing stuff. Honestly, I have so many things to get caught up on around here. So I don't think we're going to be doing anything where we're like out and about, both of us. So I'm just going to put 10. That'll give it 30. All right, shopping is empty. And let's do, I'm going to put 30 in there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put 40 in there. And I've kind of been using this envelope for like random things that don't fall into any category. Yeah, and so I kind of feel like I need to have a little bit more in here. This isn't like just for fun shopping. It's just like random things I might have to purchase. A few things have been for my Etsy shop. I really need to have an envelope for BusyGirlBudgets that I'm putting money in there for. I just don't yet, so I've been pulling it from this, but we did have to order a few things. So actually, I'm going to do 40 in here. And then gifts has 10. We'll go ahead and just put another 10. So that will give it 20. So that means in here we've got, let's see, 5 plus 10 plus 40 plus 10 is 65. Okay. We had 245. We're going to subtract 65, which means we have 180 going forward. And we already did the 95 for the yearly challenge. So let's grab my savings challenge binder. So after the 95 that we're going to put in this challenge to finish June, then we still have 85 left to work with. So that is wonderful. I, of course, want to add the 25 that I'm always trying to add every week to this just general savings challenge. So we're going to do that. Okay, so let's subtract 25. That leaves us with 60. And let's see. How many do I need to complete this? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 50 to complete it. I don't think I want to put that much in there today. Let's do, look at the other ones and see what I want to do. Actually, why not? Let's complete it. So we need to put 50 in there. And then that would leave 10, which means we can put 5 in the Catch 'em All challenge and 5 into the Daily Grind challenge. All right, so I'm going to put over here, let's see. I want to add up the amount so that I can complete this. I'm pretty sure this challenge was for 215, but I'm going to add it up. 45 plus 50 plus 40 plus 30 plus 50. 215. And I'm going to put it in red because I'll put it in this because it's completing it. Yay. Okay, we're going to draw some little things around it because we're completing it. Same for the Princess Challenge. That one's going to be at 100 and also completed. That is going towards Disney, at least a portion of it. The Pokemon Challenge, let's see what that one's going to be at. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that would be at 55 once I add the 5. Okay. And then the Daily Grind Challenge, we'll put it at 40. And then my General Savings Challenge, that one is going to be up to 300, I believe, because every row is 100. Yes, so it'll be at 300. All right, so I'm going to do an add up of these numbers here in the pink area. Make sure that that equals the 180 that I had left to work with. It should. I have 95, 50, 5, 5, and 25. And that is correct, 180. And then we're going to do one last add up of everything in green. We'll go from the bottom up because we have 180, 65, 145, 1680, and 50. 2120, and that matches our total amount that we had to work with. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of this week's Budget With Me video. Enjoy this last Budget With Me and this upcoming cash stuffing that are going to be like a higher dollar amount because moving forward, it's going to look a little bit different. I'm shooting for a weekly amount of about $600 of cash stuffing total after bills. So that's the 600 that we'll be budgeting together. And hopefully we can do quite a bit with that still. Glad we have that buffer of the 10,000 in the emergency fund. That's a big deal. That's super, super important and helpful. I thank you all so much for being here. I realize now that I forgot to tell you guys to drop an emoji, so I'll put it at the beginning, but leave me a rose emoji in the comments if you guys made it to the end. My roses are just bursting right now, just absolutely blooming, so beautiful. Maybe in the next couple days I'll take a video and I'll put it in one of my upcoming videos. My peonies also, oh my gosh, that's my favorite flower. They look so beautiful. Anyway, if you guys made it to the end, leave me the rose emoji. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. I thank you all so, so much for being here, and we will catch you guys in our next one. Bye.